Diablo 4 is almost here, and as someone who played the previous installments, even the one that has real money as its currency, I am really excited for this game. If you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe for more Diablo content and more. So, here's a few things to expect at launch, endgame, and beyond. Unlike the previous games of the franchise, Diablo 4 is fully open world, which means you can interact with other players, party up with friends, create or join a clan, trade, and even PvP in specific zones. Towns will work as social hubs, where you can find dozens of players. You can find all sorts of live events, where other players might join you and help you for sweet rewards. Speaking of rewards, there will be different world bosses with specific spawn times all across Sanctuary. Each zone will have a completion progress, which will reward you with stat buffs, gold and more. You can harvest all kinds of materials to craft and upgrade gear and consumables. How to move fast on this vast open world? Well, with mounts and teleports, of course. So, which class will you pick to face the dangers of Sanctuary? At launch there will be 5 unique classes: the Barbarian, the Druid, the Necromancer, the Rogue and the Sorcerer. Each class has its own different playstyle, skill trees, paragon boards, more on that later, and a class specific quest to unlock different specializations. In the Diablo 4 beta I went with the Rogue, which can be both melee or ranged DPS, and I got to unlock the combo points specialization. Now, how do you level up and earn skill points for your character? It's easy, just play through the content that I mentioned before and complete the main quests and side quests. There are also instanced dungeons that you can do solo or with friends, and small rooms called cellars, which contains 1 or 2 elite mobs. How can you find these? Just travel the world and find the entrances. All these activities rewards you with gear, and it comes with different rarities: blue for magic, yellow for rare, and orange for legendary. Each legendary piece of gear comes with a legendary aspect, which basically will modify one specific skill. You can collect all of them, even the ones for other classes, which can be used in alts. The endgame of Diablo 4 is still a little bit cloudy, but here's a few things that we already know. There are different world tiers, which are basically difficulties. You can choose between Tier 1 and Tier 2 from level 1 to 50. Tier 3 unlocks at 50, which will start the endgame. A new type of gear can drop now, which will be the sacred unique items. Tier 4 is only level 70 or above, and you can get drops of ancient unique items. The new endgame events are called Hell Tides. They might appear in certain areas and will make the enemies stronger, but also more rewarding. Killing enemies here will drop cinders. Cinders is a new currency to open chests on those specific events. Each Helltide event lasts 1 hour. If you die, you lose some cinders. If you leave the area, you will lose them all. Another part of endgame will be the Nightmare Dungeons. The Nightmare Dungeons will be accessible with sigils found in the world or in another Nightmare Dungeons. Sigils will add modifiers to those dungeons, providing a more challenging content. For example, enemies will do more lightning damage with one sigil, and another sigil may make the enemies explode. Now, let's talk about the character progression in Endgame. After level 50, you will earn 4 Paragon points per level, with the level cap being 100, which will grant you a total of 200 points. These points can be spent in Paragon boards. Each Paragon board will be class specific and has various and different nodes to improve your class abilities and stats. Another feature of these boards are glyphs, which when used they will boost the effectiveness of surrounding nodes with more stats and effects. And that's it so far. I'll keep you guys posted when I learn more information about the endgame. What lies beyond for Diablo 4? Future expansions will likely bring new zones in Sanctuary, explore more in the Burning Hells, or even opening the gates of heaven once again. If we get a holy themed expansion, we might get a holy class like the Paladin or Guardian, or some other missing classes from launch like the Monk or the Demon Hunter. Besides the expansions, Diablo 4 will be divided by seasons, and each season will bring a new standalone story. We should get new dungeons and new Nightmare Dungeons modifiers. What about raids? I know we have world bosses, but I mean instanced 10-player raids with only like one hard difficulty. In terms of PvP, we only have PvP specific zones at launch. What about battlegrounds or arenas with modes like King of the Hill or Capture the Flag? That should be interesting. Diablo 4 universe is huge, and for now we are just exploring a small part of it. Tell me in the comments what you guys want to see next on Diablo 4 and why. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on Sanctuary.